was a competition day on the island of Sodor. Skarloey and Reneus puffed through the hills of height to get ready for the competition. The other engines were also excited too. There was going to be a big day for the little engines. All the engines went to go get ready. Skarloey and Bertie the bus were racing. It was a good race, but Skarloey won. This did make Bertie the bus cross. One day, Skarloey, Peter, Sam, and the Logging Locos gathered up. Then, Ivo Hugh puffed in. Ivo Hugh was surprised to see the Logging Locos. What are you doing here on Sodor? Asked Ivo Hugh. The Logging Locos looked at Ivo Hugh.
We came from Misty Island.
I don't know if you remember us or not.
But we do remember you, said Ferdinand. Ivo Hugh was scared. Oh dear, you three Logging Locos are the engines that bullied me on the mainland. Then the Logging Locos felt sorry.
Well, we want to say that we are really sorry for how we treated you,
said Bash.
We feel terrible,
continued Dash. We promise you we will never be mean to you again, finished Ferdinand. Please, will you forgive us? He asked. Ivo Hugh smiled. Of course I forgive you all. You are all really useful engines. Then, Duncan and Sir Handel puffed in. They were arguing. I don't think you're strong at all, said Duncan crossly. Neither are you. Now get lost. I'm faster than you, said Sir Handel crossly. Ha! Are you? I promise you that I am more faster than you. Puh! We'll see about that, said Sir Handel crossly.
In order to find out,
said Bash.
Just have a race,
continued Dash. That's right, finished Ferdinand. Then the two engines gathered up.
On your marks.
Get set.
Go! Then the two engines had a race. First, Duncan puffed in front of Sir Handel. Then Sir Handel puffed in front of Duncan, and then Sir Handel came in first place. Better luck next time, said Sir Handel. Duncan was very cross. Oh yeah? Get lost, said Duncan crossly. You're nothing but an old, dirty steamy. Now get out of here. Now Sir Handel was very cross. Don't ever speak to me like that, he said crossly. The other narrow gauge engines were cross too. That was very rude, said Peter Sam. That was very unacceptable, disrespectful, unkind, and being a sore loser. Even the Logging Locos were cross.
That was very unacceptable,
said Bash.
And for this, you're out,
continued Dash. Now you can go over there and sit out, finished Ferdinand crossly. Duncan felt very ashamed of himself. I would like to race Skarloey next, said Sir Handel. I'll be happy to race, said Skarloey. Then Skarloey and Sir Handel gathered up.
On your marks.
Get set.
Go! And then the two engines set off. Skarloey went ahead of Sir Handel. They were racing and racing. Then Skarloey got first place. Well done, Skarloey, said Sir Handel. Thank you, said Skarloey. That was a good race. See, Duncan, said Skarloey. Sir Handel didn't freak out when he lost the race. Duncan snorted. Pooh, of course he didn't.
Cut that grumpy attitude out,
said Bash crossly.
Yep, we were going to give you another chance, but I guess not until you change your attitude,
continued Dash. That's right, finished Ferdinand. Now Duncan really was upset. I'd like to race Reneus next, said Skarloey happily. Reneus was happy to race. Then Skarloey and Reneus gathered up. On your marks.
Get set.
Go. Then Skarloey and Reneus set off. Skarloey got ahead of Reneus. Then Reneus got ahead of Skarloey. Then Skarloey got ahead of Reneus and got first to the finish line. Great job, Skarloey. That was a good race, said Reneus. Phew, thank you, Reneus, said Skarloey. I'd like to race Peter Sam next, said Reneus.
On your marks.
Get set.
Go. Then Peter Sam and Reneus set off. They were racing through the hills of height. Reneus got ahead of Peter Sam. Then Peter Sam got ahead of Reneus and got first place. Well done, Peter Sam, said Reneus. Thank you, said Peter Sam. Next, I'd like to race Ivo Hugh. Peter Sam and Ivo Hugh gathered up.
On your marks.
Get set.
Go! Peter Sam and Ivo Hugh raced off. First, Peter Sam got ahead of Ivo Hugh. Then they got to the finish line and Ivo Hugh won. Phew, great job, Ivo Hugh, said Peter Sam. Thank you, I like to race Rusty next, said Ivo Hugh. Rusty and Ivo Hugh got ready.
On your marks.
Get set.
Go! The two engines raced off. Ivo Hugh got ahead of Rusty. Then Rusty got ahead of Ivo Hugh. The engines kept on racing and racing. Rusty got first place to the finish line and Ivo Hugh got second place. Good job, Rusty, said Ivo Hugh. Thank you, said Rusty. That was a very good race. Then Rusty thought about the next racer. Duncan, are you ready? Asked Rusty.
If you want to be back in the race,
Then you must change your attitude.
That's right. Duncan was excited. Sure, I'll race, and I promise to change my attitude. Duncan and Rusty gathered up.
on your marks.
Get set.
Go! Duncan and Rusty raced off. Rusty got ahead of Duncan. Then Duncan got ahead of Rusty. They were racing and racing until Duncan got first place to the finish line. Great job, Duncan, said Rusty. See, if you stop being rude, maybe you can win. Duncan smiled. Thank you, Rusty. And you were right. Maybe if I'm not rude, I could win,
Great job, Duncan.
said Bash.
You gave us an attitude, but you turned it around.
Continued Dash. You should be proud of yourself, finished Ferdinand. And Duncan was. He smiled his biggest smile ever.